Where is Cantarius? Cantarius.
Am I not on?
Oops. There we
Your
go.
camera's gone.
My what is gone?
Your camera's
Face.
down.
Video.
Oh,
All right, we're back.
really?
This will get smoother with time, people. Don't worry.
Wait, are we back live now?
Yep.
Oh, we are. Okay.
Yep.
Cool.
We are. Okay, so.
Read his name. Sorry. What?
You can see my face.
No, we can't.
No,
You're
can't.
Crook Square. Ah.
There we go.
Some chat knows you.
Oh, it's the guy I play Power with.
Hey.
I have no idea how you. Hey, how did you find this?
Stalks you, man. That's how it works.
All right.
So yeah, when we
Did you
last.
get killed?
Yeah.
I mean, most likely,
read
but
it.
let's see. So we last left off. Oh my goodness. Josh had thrown off, or Antonius had thrown off the iron door of his prison cell by using some leverage and his incredible power score because he's a blacksmith onto two guards, and David had stolen a sword from one of the guards in the ensuing chaos, and now he's running straight at his brother Alphonse to probably do horrible things to him. So. Let's roll a speed test, shall we?
Let's not. I have a low speed. What's your speed, Jared?
Hey, Caleb, my reticle's gone.
Go ahead and roll your speed test, David. I'll be right back.
Okay. Wait a minute. Did I?
Bye, Caleb.
I got a.
Oh, yes. I am now the GM.
Now you are. Go.
Oh,
Here you go.
a mouse.
Yep. No help.
Oh, Caleb left. Darn it, Caleb. I need to just talk to you. Oh well, it doesn't matter right now. All right. Speed test.
All right.
Oh, Caleb, question. So that speed test I did was technically against a 2 difficulty, but so my question is, for advancing the skill, do I take the 3 that I got with the fate roll, or do I take the 2 that I originally? Oh, wait, no, it's not. That's not how that works. I'm an idiot. Okay, I have 3 speed, so that wouldn't be a difficult challenge. All right, cool. Never mind. I'm trying to figure out if I
I
should
only
mark
have
for
one speed, David, so... yeah.
What? Okay. Well, that's not good. I was kind of hoping this was going to be how you didn't die, but
Okay.
here goes nothing. I guess.
I do not see any of the speed rolls. Oh, no.
We haven't rolled
You have
yet.
no. Okay, good. I thought you
Oh,
rolled.
I only got 1. You
Okay.
might actually survive, Jared. You just have 50% chance that you survive, Jared, and your camera's gone. I can't see Jared's face now.
That's right. Just keep rolling.
What's the obstacle?
I can see it.
Wait,
I have my
It's just against
It's a
one
little
because it's versus test.
Mm.
Well, you got 0 because you have a wound.
Oh no.
You're wounded?
Yeah, remember the guards roughed him up.
Crap.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, can I persuade David to not kill me?
My sword? My gray 6 sword?
Yeah. Can I persuade David not to kill me?
All right, I'm trying to think how to not make Jared die in the first
Here's
moments of this game.
have a power test. One of the guards tries to grapple me. I have 2 power.
Hey, I have 2 power. I don't
Except
have a
that I
stat
might
that's
just
above
grab
2.
him, which I have. That might not go well, so never mind. Don't do that.
Well, what about Cantarius and Antonius? Either of you have any say in what is happening?
If anything, I'm going to be making a dive for a knife.
Yeah. Plus, at this point, I'm in striking range, so really.
David and I just need to do persuasion rolls.
I guess I just kill him.
Oh.
Let's go. Let's go. sound?
I mean, yeah, Jared, do you want to go ahead and roll a persuasion?
Okay, can I fork in bullcrap to my?
Of course you
persuasion?
can.
Okay. What else can I fork in? Can I fork in seduction since I'm going to be lying about my seducing?
No. That would be seduction wise.
Okay. Can
That
I
would
add
be
in,
why you get to use bullcrap.
Can I
Why?
add in falsehood as well since it's a lie what I'm telling?
Yep.
Okay. What else can I add?
Wait, what?
What about?
I said that was funny. I got that.
Etiquette.
Oh,
I
thank
got what you said. I don't think anybody else did.
wait, what did I say?
Okay.
You said that would be if. No, that's the you can use bullcrap wise.
Oh no, I was serious. I was saying because he was trying to like.
Can I
lie.
use noble wise since David's a noble?
Oh, I thought you were saying that he was using his real life skill
Huh?
bullcrap wise.
Oh,
That's why
oh.
he convinced him to use.
No, he has an actual skill called that. Yeah.
What were you saying?
Can I use
Oh,
noble wise
okay,
since
well.
David's a noble?
Sure. Yeah.
Yes.
So what?
Okay.
You're gonna make this roll, but then I need you to like basically explain what's happening and tell us like how you're using all of these things in your persuasion of him.
Yeah.
So as long as you reference being a noble, do something like that, then.
Okay,
Also, your
so-
difficulty higher because I feel like I want to kill you right now. So.
Okay, so
Or
what's the
100.
modifier? I have 3 modifiers then?
If it's 3 forked skills, yes.
Okay.
And what's his difficulty? I imagine it's probably not just my base will.
Yeah. So what's your base will?
6.
6. Yeah. Go ahead and make it an 8. Do you want to add a persona to this, Jared?
Do I...
Oh, we have personas already?
Yeah, you have
Yeah,
one
we showed
fate
out
and one
apparently.
persona.
Oh. Okay.
What does that do? Does that double my dice or?
No, it adds 1 to your dice. So when you're on Artha there, oh, you already went past it. So go back. Yeah.
Persuasion. Okay, so 4 then? I thought he used a. Well, shouldn't I save the persona for when David tries to kill me?
I mean, David is already trying to kill you.
Okay,
so.
for when the sword enters my
This is your
body.
defense.
Either. Okay, you can do either one. I mean,
Okay, I'll save the persona for
Okay.
when the sword is inside of me.
fair enough.
Okay, so.
Save it for the health to not die.
Okay, so base obstacle 8. Do I get a -1 for that too because I'm wounded?
It automatically does it.
Oh, but why would?
Because you're
You wanna-
no, I looked at it more, and I think I'm just gonna keep it as the flat rule and just have a -1 for everything.
Alright.
Oh, that's sad. Okay, well, bye, David. Yeah.
Oh my gosh! Okay, you got 6s. You have.
my gosh,
you have. Oh my gosh, dude!
What?
You have 5 6s.
Yeah.
Reroll all of them. Just spend 1 fate and reroll them all.
Okay, I spent
Holy
one.
crap,
Oh,
man!
That was
How do I
Jared-
do
That was
that?
Jared's roll, right?
That
Oh my
Biggest roll I've ever seen in my entire life. Yeah, that was Jared's roll.
Alright, so
Yeah.
Jared is still alive. That's good.
Okay, so how do I spend fate to reroll?
Just spend a fate on your character sheet. Just delete it, and then type in /roll 5d6.
Oh my god.
This is what happens when you have a gray shape persuasion.
Yeah.
He got another 6.
You only
Go
got-
ahead and roll
Oh, you
roll
got
another
this one?
roll another d6 /roll 1d6. Nice.
Got 10.
You got a
Yes.
10, man. You got like literally that's miracle level.
Okay.
So how does this go? How does this play out, Jared?
So I'm just like, okay, David, we need to sit down and talk about this like men.
So, okay,
What
here's
you?
the thing is, currently, your gullet, so you have to say something convincing to stop my sword from piercing it.
Yes, don't
Currently, you
don't
did,
worry.
You got a 10.
It's going to be convincing.
Okay.
I
But
said-
stop, we need to talk is not convincing.
Oh.
It's like say something that makes him pause first.
I did it for the good of what's her name?
Your sister?
Yeah.
I don't know. Make it up.
David, what should our sister's name be?
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, I didn't know you were two related. That's interesting.
Winry.
No.
Oh my goodness.
Ah,
Jared, do you have any name ideas besides things you get from
Anime.
Tiddlywinks.
Oh my gosh.
I guess that's fair.
Scarlet.
Scarletta. Let's do
Scarletta.
Scarletta.
There we go. Like I did it for the good of Scarletta, David. Delanar. Dellen. Does that?
I did it for the good of what's your name. Truly memorable final words.
Yeah. Like what you heard. What you heard didn't actually happen. I just made up a huge story to get her away from the Baron. I'm actually the good guy here, Dylan.
So I think what happens is he pauses for long enough that the guards grab the sword again. Because he doesn't believe you. But
I don't know. I got a 10. I'm pretty convincing.
well, right. Well, the rules for arguments are basically that you win an argument, it means everyone else around you believed you, but the person who decides whether or not they believed you.
Okay.
But it doesn't matter because basically he stops long enough, being like, "What?" And then the guards are like, "You stole my sword," punch.
Mhm.
And then they grab the weapon back, and he just kind of like gives you a death stare, but he doesn't do anything.
Yep.
Not dead.
That,
And
yeah,
then they grab him.
that works well for the intent of the roll. So, so yeah, you just barely got out of that. Obviously, mark the tests for these things, guys. Speed test for you, David, and except no, it's a routine, so it doesn't give you anything.
Do I get speed?
You do get a speed test, because it's a difficult for you. So go ahead and mark a difficult test by speed, and then mark a difficult test by persuasion.
What about all of the wises I used?
Nope, it's just forked.
Those, yeah, forks don't get.
Okay. So
yeah.
difficult one for that. Persuasion.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or no, it was difficult for speed, I think.
Yep.
Your persuasion was.
It was both.
Oh, your persuasion was difficult too.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
They're both.
Never mind.
It was an 8.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's actually based on your skill whether or not it's difficult. So
Yeah.
it could have been a 10. A 10, it would have been
Mhm.
normal.
Okay.
Difficult, I think, still, but
Okay, so wow. And I just realized that I didn't have it on the roll screen the whole time. Well, that's sad. No one else got to see those awesome rolls.
Darn.
Oh, nice.
It's fine. Yeah, so the guards take you away, and what are the rest of you doing while this is taking place?
Josh is
I
currently
literally-
trying to break away, so that's kind of interesting. But yeah, Connor, what do you do?
I'm just shaking my head at the depravity of some men.
Yeah. What did your character do again? Oh yeah,
I
you
committed
didn't do
treason.
anything. That's right. You didn't actually though, right? Yeah. Okay.
That's what you think. No, I'm pretty sure you're convinced that I committed treason, but that's besides the point.
I don't know. I'm not sure I'd be convinced that having a building happen to fall on somebody is going to be the fault of the guy overseeing the construction. I'd be more inclined to, I don't know, it's possible, but that sounds like an accident. Unless they were like, yeah, there was a giant saw marks in the main timber in the middle of the building, then I'd be like, okay, sure. Anyways, yeah, Josh, so you're trying not to die.
Yes, I am probably gonna go. Do the guards have knives on them?
They have swords. Probably knives as well. Well, no, they just have swords.
Ah. How many are in the hall?
Well, you have 2 underneath the iron door. You have, let's say 7 in total.
7 in total?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. Let's see if I can shove my way past the guards, make my way toward the exit then.
Okay, go ahead and do. Let's do an opposed power test.
All right.
I hope you
So that's just rolling.
checked your power,
power
last time.
against-
It's
Oh.
a difficult power
Yeah, that's a
test.
good point.
Difficult power test? All right,
Yeah,
yeah,
it was. So
I just-
go ahead and mark that. Yep.
I just did. Okay, there we go. So no modifiers on this, I don't think. Because other than prison-wise, might make sense to know generally how guards would react to breakouts. So maybe I
Sure.
could
Yeah, you can
pull
fork
in
that
the
in.
fork that
That's
way.
fine.
And that I think is the only thing I can fork, because I can't fork
Probably.
in other stats, can I?
No,
I don't
unfortunately.
think so. Nope. Cool. Yeah. So then that's just the one fork then, and I'm not taking any fate points or persona
Mhm.
points. Fate
Nope.
obstacle of 1 because it's opposed.
Yep.
Okay. Here we go.
Ooh.
Uh-oh. Hey, roll a 6.
You can spend fate. Or wait, did you already spend fate?
I don't have. That's right. I don't have a fate because
Yeah, you don't have a fate point.
these aren't open ended because it's a.
Connor could help you. Right, Connor?
With what?
I don't
I'm not sure I would.
know. Yeah, I was
I'm not
mostly
sure
kidding.
it either.
You're resisting, right?
Yes,
Yeah, I wouldn't help you.
I don't think so. Alright.
Sorry.
You're not fun.
So, yeah. So you try to push through the bunch of guards, and you make it part of the way. You make it almost to the stairs, before just like the last one who's like this big burly, like he seems to be like in charge of all the other guards, steps right in front of you and just like stonewalls you, and you just like fall to the ground.
Ah.
And he like puts his foot on your chest and he's like, "Don't get up until I tell you to."
He has a +3 modifier.
Alright.
That was with help.
Oh, so the other guards helped somehow, right?
Yeah.
It wouldn't have just been him stonewalling him.
Well, the other guards helped slow him down, and then
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Alright, fair enough. Alright.
so all of you are caught or captured once more, despite your valiant
Yay.
attempts to escape.
I wasn't really trying to get away. I just
He
wanted
was
to kill
trying to
you,
murder
so.
me.
Yeah, that's a good point.
To be fair, you're about to die anyways, so I'm just a little less fulfilled. That's probably why I didn't bother. I was like, he's gonna die anyways.
But now there's a slight twinge of doubt in your mind.
No,
Oh.
I don't think so. What exactly did you say, for future reference?
I said that what you heard wasn't necessarily true. I just concocted said lie to get her away from the Baron.
Wow.
Well, wasn't he dead?
I'm pretty sure you killed him after.
I was under the impression I killed him before, and that was
No,
why she was
he killed him.
suppressed.
He killed them before, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. That wasn't...
Sorry, I
Okay.
failed to inform you of that.
Okay.
Well,
Um,
I did not know said thing.
yeah. Well, and also I'm pretty sure it was the Pope that claimed it was a crime, right? Our father was the one that said it was, or he basically passed it off as a crime, right? I thought that's what we said, Caleb.
Pass what off as a crime?
Or wasn't he the one that said it was a crime, so that she wouldn't also go to jail for?
Oh,
No.
yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was actually not you that I found out it was a crime from. You probably told me it wasn't before, and I just didn't believe you because
Mhm.
you wouldn't. But yeah. Anyways, I just wanted to know what your character's thing was so he could come back to it.
Yeah.
All right, good. So yeah, we're all recaptured.
Yeah, you're all recaptured. I had a feeling this is how this is gonna play out.
too.
But luckily I didn't have to actually like call in any sort of Deus Ex Machina or anything like that. It was just a pose test that just failed. So you all are led out of the dungeon, down some stairs, up some stairs again, and out into the light of day. You're led to this like grounds, this like kind of dirt field that has a platform, and you see a big burly guy up on the platform with a big axe, and he's staring very intently at all of you. He seems to be itching for some action. He kind of is like fingering his axe.
Looking forward to.
I'm like,
Fortnite.
you work out, don't
Yep.
you?
What did you say?
I'm like, you work out, don't you?
He kind of like tightens his grip on the axe.
Ooh, touched a nerve.
Oh my goodness.
So, oh dear. Yeah, you all get led up onto this platform, and you actually see that there's a crowd starting to form. It's not quite the time for the execution. You know that usually these things tend to be a little drawn out, so that the prisoners are like knelt there for a while, so the other people, so all the crowd can like just see them in their misery or whatever, in the anticipation of the beheading. So you're all kind of like forced to your knees on this platform, and you can see the deep blood stains stained into the boards of the wood, and
They don't ask us if we want to say any last words or anything.
not as of yet.
You're already kneeling. That's pretty
Yeah.
close.
The guards leave after they put you on the platform, and the guy with the axe is just kind of like sitting on like a wooden like log that he kind of uses as a stool. That's like this side instead of it's the cut side up, and a crowd is starting to form. There's various women and children and men just kind of like talking to themselves and pointing at you. You do see a couple of people that you know, David, in the crowd. Holy Knights, just kind of off to the side, and they're not in like armor or anything. They're in their tabards, but they're kind of like looking at you solemnly. Yeah, and if I don't know if any of you are saying anything or doing
Are there
anything.
various women there crying?
Oh, for you?
Yes.
A tomato comes out of nowhere and just smacks you in the face.
Okay, so yeah, there are a few women in the crowd who are bawling quite hysterically,
Yes.
and they're like, and one of them like calls out to you. It's like, Alphonse, I'm so sorry.
Okay, I have a question. What
And then
is
a brawl breaks out, right? Because of all the other girls. They're like,
And they're like, wait, what do you mean you're sorry? And then they all just kill each other.
No, actually, the two that are crying are sisters. So
that's okay.
Caleb,
Thanks,
Caleb. What do we refer to the main deity as?
The great
in
god.
religion?
the great
Okay.
god.
So I think they already pushed us to our knees, but there's only one executioner, right?
Yep.
Okay, in that case, Dylan stands up. And he doesn't go anywhere; he just stands up. And then, if he, I assume our hands are bound, right? Well,
Yeah.
no, they couldn't be because unless they rebound our hands, because they weren't bound originally. Otherwise, they wouldn't have been able to grab a sword.
They weren't bound, but now they are.
Okay, so they bound us now. Okay.
Yep.
So yeah, he stands up, and he's just like you said, the great god is what they call him.
Yep.
All right. He says the great god judges all who stain their hands with sin, observe his right justice, and then he kneels back down and puts his head over the stock, and just kind of shoots Alphonse a look. He doesn't know the other two very well, so.
And then I stand up, I say, "Alas, fair maidens, my time has come. Weep not for your champion."
And then you hear a voice from the crowd say, "Alphonse, you!" And then a storm of swearing and cursing at you.
Oh.
And then literally a tomato is thrown from the crowd. And you know what? I'm just gonna go ahead and make an agility roll, because why not?
Reflexes test. Oh, I was looking at the roll you made for that guard, and I was like, why does this person have so much power? That's your rolling agility.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Don't forget the roll screen this time.
Yeah, it's on.
Cool.
Yeah, it wasn't. Yeah. A tomato kind of like it splatters like right by your bended knees, Jared, and it's like kind of splatters against your pants. But yeah, you recognize the one who was screaming and throwing the tomatoes as a baker's wife that you were acquainted with at one time in the past.
Acquainted with? Yes.
It's weird having that stuff directed at you, Jared, and not me. Or
Like, hey,
to be
you
fair,
missed
both of us
Dylan.
simultaneously, I guess.
Caleb,
Mm-hmm.
question about the land we're in. What's the law structure like? The civil authorities.
It's very church focused. It's the church handles a lot of the law.
Okay.
It's very close to a theocracy. It's not without actually being a theocracy. There is a political government set up, a monarchy, but it's fairly puppet. So
Okay. Mm-hmm.
most crimes are punished under the laws of like the church and the holy texts and stuff.
Okay, so then what would be the title for a judge?
Probably like
I can only see half of your face. You should move back into the camera. Got it.
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead.
they're probably called holy advocates,
Holy advocates.
and
Okay.
they are like
Holy advocate.
they don't have to be super versed in the knowledge of the church, and they don't necessarily have to be priests, but they have to have had some sort of clergy training. So there's a lot of like holy advocates who were acolytes at some point and then just moved into the realm of law after they got their initial kind of basic church training.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Then I'm going to demand that I get to speak with a holy advocate. A new
That
one
probably
this
happened
time.
before you were thrown in jail.
A new one this time because I told you this was not my
It was
fault.
rigged. Can we demand trial by combat? I would so win a trial by combat. Can we demand a trial by combat?
I mean, you could.
I demand trial by wits.
Tyrion Lannister this. Just trial by combat and get her every time.
So who do you tell that to, Antonius?
At this point, I'm just shouting to anyone who will listen.
Um,
I assume there are probably important people in amongst the crowd of observers.
yeah, there's some nobles, and as I mentioned before, there's some holy knights in the crowd.
So I have a 5 suasion skill. Can I do like a little sermon blurb about how the court system is upright and how justice has to be served and how it shouldn't matter if his thing his thing wasn't rigged, basically, on a religious standpoint.
Okay, so if we were more well versed in the rules of Burning Wheel, I would totally have a duel of wits happen right now, because that would be pretty great. But unfortunately, Antonius would definitely lose that.
What if I add my persuasion to his suasion?
Wait, you want to help David?
Yes.
Wait, you're what?
At this point, I want to save my neck. I'm willing to team up with David.
No.
No.
Literally.
My thing was to convince the crowd that Antonius should still die because we're all sinners. It's not helping anybody.
Wait, what? David, no.
Dude, no! I didn't do it!
Bad David. You're supposed to convince them that we're to not kill us.
Okay, so I want to go ahead and actually make this roll then. So,
Okay.
Antonius, you're like literally trying to plead with the crowd to like, just I need a holy advocate. Like, this is unjust.
I've never committed a crime.
Okay.
Exactly.
What is your intent in the role, though?
My intent is to get the opportunity to plead my case before a holy advocate, someone other than the ones I've had before.
Okay, so that's your intent, David. What are you trying to persuade them that
Mine's
it's
basically to state that the circumstances that led him here were upright and put there by God, and that he can't have gotten here without having committed a crime.
Yeah. Okay, so let's go ahead and make a post. I think yours is just a base persuasion, Josh. Unfortunately, you do not have that skill, so you're going to be learning it.
Oh, if I had one more suasion, which I know wasn't possible, or one more doctrine, I could use doctrine to give me 2 extra dice persuasion.
Nice.
Dude, no thank you.
But I don't. I only get 1 extra. I assume I get 1 for doctrine, right?
And I don't think I can't fork in intimidation.
You can't fork in
That
anything
wouldn't
because
help.
it's a learning skill being learned.
Oh yeah.
So
Awesome.
And then I get
Awesome.
a bonus die for doctrine, right? I assume.
yep, you do.
Beautiful.
So go ahead and you're gonna roll that. Jared, did you want to help Antonius?
Yes.
Oh, I only got 3. Wow.
I would definitely like to help Antonius.
Nice.
Okay. Go ahead and roll another dice. Unfortunately, David's roll was a 6 because the successes are doubled
Oh,
because
right.
it's opposed.
Yeah. Or it's because you're learning the skill.
But here I'm actually just gonna go ahead and roll for Jared's helping dice. Yeah, you didn't get any other successes. So yes.
Yeah. So whenever you're rolling rolling a skill that you haven't actually learned, you use your stat and then you double the.
No, it automatically does that.
difficulty.
Yeah, David, it automatically does
Yeah.
that with that. It's just
Right, but
yeah.
I was going to explain. In this case, it doesn't do that because
Okay.
I'm rolling.
Yeah.
So you just take however many successes I get, and you double that. So because I rolled a 3, it's a 6 since you're rolling a stat that doesn't, because it can't automatically double my roll. So
Okay.
yeah.
Did you
So-
roll screen up on Twitch?
What?
The
Oh.
roll screen.
No, I don't.
Screen.
Thank you.
I was just say I'm not sure how long the delay is between the screen and that. That screen is not lying.
Yep. So yeah, tell me how that plays out then. How does because the crowd is obviously in Delon's favor. So
So what is your argument?
My
Antonius,
argument
again?
is that the justice system is corrupt, and I've been framed. It wasn't my fault. I shouldn't be here in the first place.
Okay.
I demand the retrial.
Okay. And then Dylan says every portion of the justice system is holy and ordained by the great God. He says to get to the position you're in now, you've committed a crime, and there's only holy justice is suitable for you now. And then he lays his head back down on the post.
yeah. So unfortunately, this is the Feast of Souls. It is a very popular religious holiday. Everybody's thinking about God, and so David's argument or Delon's argument is just a lot more convincing. So, and especially because the people want to see you die. So.
Bye, Antonius.
I should have got bonus dice for that. But
Yeah,
I guess
it's
it played
fine.
out the same
It
anyways.
did play out the same.
You didn't need them.
Go ahead.
I know.
Yeah, go ahead and mark one towards learning persuasion, though, Josh. Yeah, Josh.
Okay. So that's
actually-
one of these little bubbles. here?
Yep.
Yeah, if what you want to do is, how many do you need to get? It should tell you.
Yeah,
Or-
it's 7.
7. So go ahead and tick so many that you have 7 empty ones,
Oh
and
yeah.
then tick 1 so that you can count up instead of having to just remember that you only need 7 of the bubbles filled and having some of them be empty afterwards. Because
Okay.
it's less confusing.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay, so I should end up with 6 bubbles remaining
Yeah.
now.
There should be
Mhm.
6 empty bubbles. Yep.
All right, excellent.
Perfect. Alrighty. So good. We're back to being beheaded.
Yes. Okay, so it's about this time that the priest comes, and the guy is like, kind of like short blonde hair, isn't, yeah, just short cropped blonde hair. His face is serious, but young. Like he's a pretty young priest. And he steps up to onto the platform next to you, both holding this small book, and he kind of like flips it open dramatically, and he kind of addresses the crowd. He doesn't look at you guys at all, and he addresses the crowd and he says, "People of Lucerta, we are gathered here today to witness the justice of the great God. I present to you 4 criminals convicted of horrible wrongs, and I commend their souls to eternal damnation."
Oh.
Did we ever decide how I was? I still have my eyes, correct?
Yep, you still have your eyes.
I start crying. Actually, I'm not sure. Can you still cry if you don't have any eyes? How does that work?
You
That's
can't.
interesting.
You can't.
I don't think you can cry if you don't have eyes.
But you have eyes, so
But you,
I don't know.
If you're
it
blind,
depends
you
on
can
if the
still
tear glands went with them.
cry. Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, that's strange.
Internal
Either way, I
or-
start crying.
Someone wants to know if it was internal damnation or eternal
No,
damnation.
eternal.
The
The
I feel like that's. I feel
the
like that's
accents I was using probably was confusing.
I convict you to heartburn, eternal heartburn, internal damnation.
Okay, so what I want to do then is, I'm gonna go the same kind. The camera pans down to your face, Delon. What does Delon look like?
Wait, there are cameras?
This is all a movie in our minds, Jared.
No,
I think his eyes are closed and he's kind of just nodding slightly and praying, like he was originally trying to figure out what was going on, and now he's just kind of come to terms with it. That it's, that basically he was like, okay, I thought what I did was okay because I thought it was justified, and now he's like, okay, I understand that it's not, and then I need to, I sinned and need to pay for it. So he's
Mhm.
kind of at peace with it now.
Mhm.
He's closing his eyes.
Yeah.
Just waiting for it.
Okay, so what does he look like features-wise? Like, so this is the movie. Like, what do we see of like how he looks? What is his hair color? What does facial features look like?
I just jacked this random picture of an awesome-looking guy off the internet, so I'll just describe this awesome-looking guy off the internet. He's got so his hair's. He doesn't have hair because okay, we actually have to go over that. So according to Burning Wheel, took a trait called tonsard, which meant I was bald, and it was a statement of being in the military holy order. Do you want that to be the same in this world? Is my character bald, or do you have a different symbol that would be outwardly presenting the knightly order?
You know, I like that. I like
hair?
Yeah, I like that as how all the holy knights be bald.
Okay, so in that case, he doesn't have long flowing brown hair like this character does. He's bald. Yeah.
Also, then, Alphonse, I assume that you still have your hair.
Yeah, I was only ever a page in a horrible one of that.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. But yeah, but he's got a pretty square jaw. He's not a huge guy because he only has 2 power and 3 fort, but he's very agile and pretty quick. He's very toned, but he's not huge. And he's just kind of sort of average, but you can tell he has decent muscle. And then he has kind of a square face. It's totally bald. And he's got a head that looks good being bald. Unlike, it's not like a weird like alien head.
Yeah.
So
the priest kind of like looks down at the book that he's holding, and he says, "Tried for crimes against the church, Holy Knight Delantan. He is convicted of 1 count of murder." And is that it? Is that all you did?
I mean, he was a high-ranking church official, so yeah. I mean, I imagine the punishment for murder in general is possibly death at all, if it's anything like presumably the counterpart religion, and also
it was a bishop that you killed.
Period of time.
Yeah.
And yeah, plus it was a high-ranking church member of the church. So even if it hadn't been death, it would probably be death anyways.
Yeah. So he reads off instead. He says, "Convicted of the murder of a bishop and tried for those crimes under the law of the church. The sentence is beheading."
Bye, Dylan.
What were you saying, David?
I was saying it's probably considered heresy or blasphemy or something to kill a pope or not pope, a bishop. So, but I don't know. They would sound more heretical that way. But maybe it was a count of murder and a count of heresy, just for good.
Yeah. And 1 count of heretical treason against the church.
The punishment for which is also beheading, so we have to cut your head off twice.
Yes. So the camera pans over to Alphonse. And what does Alphonse look like? Jared, describe him to us.
Jade black flowing hair, swimming pool blue eyes.
Did you say jade? Jade black flowing hair? Isn't jade green?
No. Is it? No, that's emerald.
Yeah.
So is jade.
Oh.
I was like, wait, whoa, you have green highlights?
You have green highlights?
That's impressive. Alright, sorry.
Okay,
the ebony.
Obsidian black.
Okay.
Jet black.
Yeah.
There we go. That's what I was thinking. I knew it started with a J.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's good.
Jet.
Right.
Okay,
Yeah, I don't think anybody ever describes ebony hair as like I don't think that ever happens. So you should go with jet black. Makes
Also,
more
I
sense.
think Jared, did you not pick Sean Bean to be your real life counterpart character?
I thought of, but
Or was that a joke?
he's
that was
more.
my suggestion. But...
Yeah, I thought about it, but he's more, brusque and
That's true.
more
yeah,
of a rough
Mm-hmm.
attractiveness, and I'm more of
More of a
a
serious character.
Pretty boy
Yeah.
attractiveness.
yes. That all the girls just fawn over attractiveness.
So also one thing that we could do after we're done with the session is pick out actors for our characters. That's also a thing we could do. That would be fun. But unfortunately, you have to fit these descriptions now. So yeah, and then the priest looks down at "Please silence all cell phones."
Did you get that from
Oh, okay, cool. Thank you, Josh. I was wondering what yours was going to be.
Dang, Josh. I'm glad I Why were you complaining that I was being like, you should be killed? That's a long list of charges. I mean, okay, you may not have done the first thing, but 5 counts of jailbreak sounds like a thing you actually did. And, what was the others? Well, I guess we'll
5
find out.
counts of assault,
You actually did those, so...
3 murders. So I
Okay,
guess.
so actually what happens is he looks like he's about to read off Alphonse's charges, and he looks at Alphonse, and then looks at him again, and just kind of flips to the next page, and goes, and then the camera pans over to Cantarius.
Oh.
What does Cantarius look like?
Oh, okay, so considering I'm blind, I'm not really sure what I look like. No, I'm kidding.
What does it feel like then?
Yeah,
What do you feel like?
What does it smell like?
middle age. He looks middle aged, very grizzled. He's dirt. I mean, we're probably all just been in a prison for a week.
Yeah.
Terrible skin, terrible hair, just terrible.
I don't know.
And
So he's just very
I'm
unkempt.
blind, so there's that too. I still have my eyes though; they're just not working.
Oh, also, I don't think we mentioned both Dylan and Alphonse the same age. They're both 29.
Yep.
So, and being fathered by the same person means they're twins. So.
Yeah, so are they identical twins, or...
Apparently not.
Yeah.
Because we sound like we're built pretty different and look
Okay.
kind of different. So.
Well, I figured that was mostly just because of nurtured rather than nature.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. I mean, we could be. I'm fine with that.
It's up to you guys.
You know,
Yeah.
Promise of Blood.
Mhm.
You know the main character in that one, not maybe it's the main character. The guy on the throne in the
Yep.
cover. That's
Yep.
how I look.
Okay.
That
So-
helps everyone except no one.
Yeah.
That helped Jared.
So
Oh, did-
gray
oh, okay.
streaked
I
hair,
did?
You've read the books.
Which one?
Promise of Blood.
bold,
Cross of Blood.
Um,
yeah.
Terry-
Thomas.
very
Oh.
stern.
That's what he looks
Dude.
like.
But
Connor, I
dirty
hate you. I want to look like
gross,
Thomas.
yeah.
And then I don't think we got Antonius' description, did we? When he
Um,
passed over him?
We didn't
No.
pass over Antonius yet, so...
Oh, I thought he looked at the list and then changed the...
No,
No.
he was passing over Alphonse.
Yeah, he was passing over Alphonse.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah, so Connor, your hair color, Cantarius' hair color is like pepper, salt and pepper, so like black mixed with gray.
Beef.
Yes,
Okay,
very much so.
cool. All right, so the priest looks down at the book again and says, Cantarius, what is your last name, by the way? Do you have a Teconi last name or a Ceran last name?
Well, what did we just decide?
Well, your father is
My
Teconi, so I have a
father
feeling you probably have a Teconi last name.
Okay, all right, that's what. Okay,
So, what do you want your like Japanese kind of style?
yes, it's Japanese style. I'm not gonna make it up now. Just
What about Tasuki?
okay,
Cantarius Tasuki.
that's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't really don't care much
Alright.
about my last name.
So that also begs the question then, Connor. In your description, you can you tell a lot about your foreign ancestry, or do you look mostly Ceran?
Kind of. I want to look Ron. I don't really. I feel like a. Wait, what is Ron? What nationality is Ron?
Ceran is like Italian.
Yeah, I look mostly Saran, but
So you just have like a slant about your
so
eyes.
a couple distinctive features that you can obviously tell that I'm techo. I want to say techio, but
It's Teconi. Teconi is the term.
okay. All right, Teconi. So I like Teconi.
Okay. And he reads, Cantarius Tasuki, charged with 1 count of high treason, sentenced to eternal damnation and beheading.
In that order.
In that order, yes, no. And then the camera pans over to
I mean, you never get
Antonius.
beheaded, because in damnation is eternal, so you never get to the beheading.
Fine, he said it the other way around. Are you happy? Antonius, the camera pans over to Antonius, and what does Antonius look like? Josh?
He is of fairly average height, but abnormally large, bulky from years of being a blacksmith. Curly brown hair, thick brown beard, and really crazy eyebrows. Big.
So he's like a tall dwarf.
Essentially, yeah.
Nice.
I actually remember looking at your character's picture and being like, he could totally be a dwarf.
That's not really my. I didn't pick that one up. That ended up on my. I don't actually know where that one came from. I think Caleb put that there.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
What did I put where?
Antonius' picture
on my character sheet.
Oh, yeah, I just randomly found a blacksmith picture. Probably
Yeah,
it
actually,
doesn't look
that's
anything
fine.
like it. Yeah.
Never mind.
It's fine.
Mhm.
All right,
Yeah.
so Antonius, or the priest looks down at Antonius' charges, kind of like shakes his head and like tisks a little bit, and he says, Antonius Ram, charged with reckless endangerment of a member of the nobility, jailbreak. And he looks at you because you interrupted him, coughs, looks back. Jailbreak, 5 counts of aggravated assault, attempted prison break, 3 counts of murder. He is
now
there.
1 count of disorderly conduct because you interrupted me.
And he says, sentenced to beheading and eternal damnation.
No.
And then the priest flips back a page, clears his throat, takes a breath. Alphonse Tan.
I just giggle lightly to myself. I'm like, oh, you guys are in for a treat.
And Facebook is being stupid.
Feel free to reword those.
Yeah, that's fine. I will. Charged.
Unfortunately, they don't have the PC version of it we have now.
Yeah. Charged with 131 charges of public drunkenness. 132 charges of indecent exposure.
Why did they keep counting?
218 charges of adultery. Oh my gosh.
Holy cow, Jared.
We're not done yet.
1 charge. Or no, that's going to be the last one. 24 charges of conspiracy with underground crime syndicates.
This is now being executed?
Yeah, the Pope
Shot you
covered
on the spot.
I mean, I tried.
The headed sorted you, yeah.
48 charges of revealing sensitive church information. 1 charge.
After the execution, I grabbed
Yeah.
the axe and I just cut his head off. Or
1 charge. 1 charge of adultery with the daughter of the Pope.
like how that has its own charge.
Yeah. And 1 charge of aggravated assault on the most holy of men, the supreme pontiff of the church, the honorable Pope.
Wow.
I'm just like, good
The
times.
last one, the second to last one was incest. Like how they just skipped over that part.
Oh, I totally forgot about that. No, that's literally what the charge would have been. 1 charge of incest.
There we go.
Yeah.
Oh, Jared.
I'm just like,
Wait, he's related to the Pope?
Yeah.
We're
There-
both
Oh
the
my
Pope's
goodness,
children.
Jared.
And yeah. And
Oh my
Jared,
goodness, Jared.
when they don't behead us, behead you.
So yeah, the priest kind of closes the
Wait, we
book.
don't all die here?
No.
I
Dude,
think when we
you
get
spoil everything.
The,
when we get to hell, then I'm gonna.
the priest closes
Oh,
the
okay, there you
book, and he looks at all of you, and he says, "May the great God Almighty have mercy on your souls." And then, and then you guys know that every single time they always act like they're going to behead all of them, and then they like rethink it, and then it's like, whoa! But then we're going to exonerate 1 person,
Oh, okay.
and so he like goes to turn away, and then he says, But because our Pontifex is a merciful man, the vicar of the great God, he chooses one of the criminals each feast of souls to be exonerated and brought back into the fold of the church, lest as long as he swears fealty to the Church of God and commends his soul into the priesthood's care.
Can I make a suasion roll to convince everybody that none of us are worthy of that?
Sure.
Thank you. Oh wait, sorry, I did it against the one obstacle. You can just, yeah. I got 2. Huh.
Though, to be honest, I'm going to actually have him roll an opposed suasion.
Okay, fair enough.
So
I'll probably win, because that was a terrible roll. I didn't even get any 6s. Not that it matters, I don't have fate.
So that's will? Or are you just rolling it?
He's rolling a suasion. Oh, we tied. That's good.
okay,
He's
so
just like, shut up.
yeah, yeah. Literally, he just said.
Actually, no, he wins, because he's the defender in
Yep,
this instance.
Yep. So he just kind of like looks at you like, do you want to die? Like, are you insane? He looks back at the crowd. He says, because our Pontifex is an incredibly merciful man. Incredibly merciful. He has decided to exonerate, and he looks at you for dramatic effect, all 4 prisoners this feast of souls, provided they commit their souls into the care of the priesthood and swear fealty to the Church of God. May the Pope be blessed forever, as long as he reigns. And he does like, I think the sign that they usually do is like a folding out of their hands like this. So he does that holy symbol and then just kind of bows and then, like gestures to you all and says, "Will you commend your souls into the care of the priesthood?"
Yes, absolutely.
Dylan's face is just like, what? Because he's like, wait, I thought I understood what was happening, and now I'm confused.
Mm-hmm.
So he doesn't say
Honestly,
anything.
I'm not sure if I would or not. I might just be like, no, kill me.
Can I roll a persuasion
But
check to
I'm
make
just gonna say
everyone
I'm
think
too
I'm
shocked
awesome?
to speak.
Okay.
Yeah,
There
Dylan
you go.
isn't saying anything either. He's just
What did you say,
reconsidering
Alphonse?
everything he thought he just figured out.
I'm gonna roll a persuasion check to I'm gonna say yes, but I'm gonna do it in such a way so as to make everyone think I'm a new man.
Okay.
I think there's an element of persuasion that has to insinuate that it's for their own good. At least that's how it's worded in the skills.
Go ahead and just make a falsehood roll then, Jared.
Okay,
Instead.
can I add persuasion to falsehood?
You may fork it, yes.
Okay, you should roll it for me.
I don't think he can.
I technically can.
Oh, you're in the same room. I see. Never mind. I forgot about that.
And I can technically do it no matter what.
I mean, can
Oh,
I
alright,
fork
yeah.
conspicuous into
Oh,
that
that's
as
right.
well?
If you're being extremely like
Flamboyant.
yeah, that's
Yes.
fine. Anything else you want to fork?
What else?
Bullcrap wise.
Yes,
well.
bullcrap is yes.
So that's 3.
Okay. So
maybe that's probably it.
okay.
So 3. So let's go ahead and roll this.
So your intent is to
falsehood.
convince everyone that you're sincere, basically.
Yes,
Yep.
and I'm a new man.
He's a new man, which will go a long way to like rebuilding his reputation. So
Yeah.
okay, I'm gonna say the obstacle on this is a 4.
Okay.
After that list of crimes, a 4? How about a 12?
It's fine, David.
All right, you
No,
succeeded.
it's not okay.
Yes.
It's not okay.
This is the thing. The reason he hasn't gotten, or he's gotten away with all this stuff, is because he's such a charming, suave person.
Yeah.
So you probably Jared, tell me how Alphonse plays this off.
I get up and like I see the error of my ways through the church's mercy. I have now seen the atrocities I have committed for what they are. horrible, blasphemous atrocities. And through the Pope's mercy, I shall spend the rest of my life righting these wrongs.
So Dylan's face is
Nice.
totally not like contemplative anymore. He's just really wishing that the executioner used a sword instead of an axe. He has no axe skill.
All right, and I think we probably close on that as Alphonse is preaching to the masses, and we cut for our second break here, and then we'll be back in about 5 or 10 minutes, given how long it takes us to go to the bathroom. So stick around, everybody. We'll be back shortly.
I love my character so much. Hey.